Map 1 here, it is a very kind of mid-stage now of the bracket. This is a round of 32 game. So, I say mid-stage of the bracket is actually just over halfway. There is going to be in total tonight, because it's started a round of 256, 6 total series for any player that wants to advance. Only the top 4 go through, remember. But anyway, let's introduce these two. Spawning to the top right-hand position, we have got, representing Team Property, RunA. And to the top left, his opponent, representing Alien Invasion, we have Golden. So, what can we be expecting from these two players? Well, it's PvZ. Things are always gonna be quite well worked out. There's tons of 2-base plays that can come from a Protoss player up against a Zerg. And, well, that's always going to be a pressing issue. On the other side, there's always greedy 3-base plays, quick economies, and there's tons of 3-base timings that actually Zergs can hit. Big muta plays, really aggressive Roach Hydra plays, things like that. Tef was a big advocate of those big Roach Hydra plays. But this game, it looks like we're getting some aggressive stuff come down. Golden scouted very early, sees the Forge first. But there's no probes out as of yet. Because, hey, no cannon rush. So Golden's going to be pretty happy with what he's seen so far. Keeps this Overlord in a nice position, just checking to make sure no probes sneak on up. And that there definitely won't be a cannon rush or anything like that. But Golden, very talented Zerg player. He, yesterday, managed to make it through into the quarterfinals of the qualifier, which are actually the finals, because of course with top 4 going through, anyone who makes it to the semi-finals advances. Lost out though at the end. He was playing up against First, I believe. Anyway, keeping a close peek on what these two are doing. Your cannon coming down now. It was after the gateway, and both players should be feeling relatively safe. Key thing now is the 3rd base gets taken ASAP from Golden, and boom, right on the mark, we have got 3rd base coming down about 3 minutes 50, so that's all good. Yeah, not too much really else to say for quite a while now, because these two are just going along their standard sessions, their standard plays, and really until the Cybercore is done, it's hard to predict what the Protoss player is going to be doing. And from a Zerg perspective, once this 3rd base is on its way out, you're not going to be seeing anything super aggressive. There isn't really, to my knowledge, any builds that involve taking 3 bases really fast and then going ultra aggressive. Obviously the pool's out, no gases. That's, again, normal things to be seeing. Just a lot of drones should be coming out from Golden. RunA, on the other hand, now has his Cybercore. He has the 2 gases, and he's got enough gas to make something. And that something gonna be in the form of a Stargate. With the Stargate coming out, he's got options of Phoenix, Oracles, or more of an unlikely choice, Void Rays. Phoenix offer more mid-game utility, generally just a longer period of harassment. Oracles, though, are a bigger gamble if they're countered, but they do have the bigger potential damage output. Although a lot of Protoss players do prefer going for the Phoenix nowadays, just because they're more guaranteed, and especially at high level of play, going for guaranteed damage is a lot better than going for potential damage. But RunA seems to be agreeing with that chain of thought, adding in the Phoenix now, so he's going to be going up to probably 5 at least Phoenix. 4 allows you to pick off a Queen with 1 lift, but 5 just gives you a bit of room for error. Also means that you can duke it out with a Spore Cooler for a few seconds. Golden was unable to get the Scalp, this Stalker forcing back the Overlord. Going to be able to get the kill on it, which does supply block Golden now for around 13 seconds or so. That's annoying. A 13-second supply block is just incredibly irritating, because early on supply blocks, even ever so small, do make a noticeable difference to your builds. So not something that Golden ideally wanted. Should be able to alleviate it now though, adding in that next Overlord, pumping out a lot of drones. Rotor and Evo on their way through, so he's probably going to be getting the +1 missile attack from that. May go for a big roach timing, it's a possibility, but once he sees the Phoenix, it's more likely that he will immediately get down a Hydra Den, because Hydra and Lings are great against anything that comes out of Stargate or gateways, so you don't need to rush. Spore Crawler coming down, there's only 3 Phoenix here, so they don't actually kill the Queen in one lift, it requires both. But the Queen, nevertheless, does eventually die, and getting that Queen kill, super important. Not enough energy on the Phoenix to actually take out the Queen, because you'd have to have 2 lifts remaining. But now there's 4 Phoenix, you can take it down in 1. The Spore Crawler not yet complete, so should be able to take this out and get away safely. One of those Phoenix tanking up the damage, but ooh, the Overlord survives. That's actually really important. That would have been annoying for Golden. Golden, regardless though, down to just 1 Queen now. That really hurts, because he's now missing 8 lava every 40 seconds. That is a huge amount of production that just isn't there. Probably only for 1 inject. A couple of Lings trying to be aggressive as well, but this gold base completely walled off. The double cannon there in addition, and this is RunA being very, very safe in what he's doing for now. A couple of drones getting picked off, really skirting on the edge of that Spore Crawler range, and 1 Phoenix getting a bit too close. Gets taken down, that's an annoying loss, but overall, the resources lost far higher for the Alien Invasion Zerg compared to Properties Protoss. Waiting now to see if this push is going to be able to achieve much. Roach speed on its way, Burrow on its way, and +1 attack all synced up. Nice little timing coming through. Of course, with this 3rd base being relatively early, and of the gold, the amount of units on the field is limited. The Mothership Core as well, very low in terms of energy. Doesn't have anywhere close to the amount it needs to focus and overcharge. This wall off, gonna last a while, and 1 Ling manages to make through, and of course with the force fields, has a good chance of holding it through. The Colossus as well, going to be racking up some great kills, but with the Forge being prioritized, these units aren't going to get away, but they are going to get some damage done. A lot of units rallied across the map. Golden going very aggressive here. It is completely up to RunA to defend this. If he does, he's in an amazing spot with that gold base, but it's a big ask. There's no gateway support for this Colossus. The Phoenix coming back, but they're not going to help that much. The Voidways trying to do everything they can, but will it be enough? Probably not. The Colossus falls. A lot of probes going to be slaughtered now. The next Colossus, when it pops, is going to be right on top of all of these roaches, so it can just be a quick takedown. The Voidway is racking up those kills though, very quickly, and with the Burrow, there's no easy way to stop this. There's not an observer out yet. Or, sorry, there is, but it's in the middle of the map, so not going to be able to see this. There is an observer coming out after the Colossus, but this is all buying time. It's being irritating. And even though the Colossus is there, it's vulnerable. It doesn't have much support. The next wave of reinforcements coming through. Down goes that Colossus. Photon Overcharge is going to be a chance, but not enough. GG and Golden takes game number 1 of this best of 3.